Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we start, I would like to remind you, as usual, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. So lately I've seen a lot of tweets actually, and people are talking about the 20,000 level, because this 20,000 level was a previous all-time high. The market is expecting that we're going to come all the way $20,000, and then we will start going towards the upside. However, and I think they're calculating the weekly 200 EMA. At the moment we're at around 17,300 and 500 zone. Until we will further dump, the EMA highly likely will catch the $20,000. However, as soon as we got rejection from very important level and the higher time frame, as well as that much with our multiple time frame, the Fibonacci, the 618, and then price action at the moment, primary level, as you remember, 37,500 level. We went below in the last. As soon as we closed with this candle, we tested dollar to dollar, cent to cent, and then price action sent all the way towards nearly to 382. So at the moment, as soon as I said, got rejected from 618, which is mirror image. As you can see, that's the mirror image of 382. Doesn't matter wherever you're going to put, because you're going to get exactly the same price. So as soon as I said, got rejection from 382 or 618, the price action heavily just highly likely will visit the $27,160 in the first place. Also, there is another important level at around 24,500 that we might get. If we're going to come here, we might get a nasty week, and then we can go further up. Why I'm saying that, I've seen a lot of tweets, as I said, so it is too early for us to talk about in a bigger time frame that $20,000. If we lose the 618, the 27,100, ideally 24,000, then we can talk about another $4,000 drop. A daily time frame. In the yesterday's tweet that I was mentioning, as long as we're going to be staying above 32,500, 33,000 ideally, as long as we're going to hold these levels, then we might have a chance to visit towards the upside. However, at the moment it's unlikely, because lower time frames as well as the mid time frames are in decision mode, and lower time frames heavily under the bear's control. That we're going to do it in a minute. So on the daily time frame that we need to hold is it's going to be around $33,000, $32,000 range. And as long as we're going to close above in a couple of days, then if we're going to get a confirmation again on the mid time frame, then we can go all the way up to $40,000. However, at the moment it's slightly early to talk about that scenario. 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we've got an interesting scenario. As I mentioned in the twice, that was a fake out. As soon as we broke, as you can see, the upper line of this resistance line, 4-hour time frame heavily went under the bear's control. As soon as we hold this level of around support number 2, and then after retesting, as you can see, dollar to dollar, cent to cent, after retesting and held this level, we had a long signal. The first target was upper line of this support number 1, and then second target was the lower line of this resistance number 1. However, at the same time, I warned you, even though we're going to break the upper line of this support number 1, we have to get a confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. That was a fake out, and I mentioned that. And as you can see, that was another target level has been given. That was lower line of the support number 1. As you can see, number of candles, we held perfectly this level. From there, if you're a scalper, you've been already up by nearly 10% spot profit. And again, when the price action came around 35,000, 35,600, that was another fake out. And then therefore, on the 4th of July, that we saw a China FUD came in the market. It doesn't matter whether China FUD or any sort of fundamental news that going to come to the market, as long as we do not get a confirmation or we don't break, ideally, this resistance number 1 in the 4th and 5th of July, that didn't allow us to go to further up. However, in the last video, as I said, this time there won't be a fake out, as long as we can manage to break this upper line of the support number 1, which was acting as a resistance and still is going to act as a resistance, and we are good to go towards the upside. However, the lower time frames was under the bear's control, and as a result we dumped further. And this was mentioned on my Twitter account. You can follow me for market and instant technical analysis updates via Twitter at @the_magnate. So we expected that the lower line of this support number 1 supposed to hold, and then we're supposed to go all the way up to $34,000. As you can see, that was yesterday's update, that this was a rejection zone if you're a scalper, and you could have taken the short all the way up to here and then long it again all the way up to 33,500, 34,500 level. So as you can see, the price action following perfectly, and from the short, if one took it, that was another over 6% spot profit. If you're doing a leverage, 10 times 60%, 5 times 30% profit. Before we move on to multiple time frame analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing to you, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Currently, 4-hour time frame, as soon as we couldn't make the break at the upper line of this support, we went heavily under the bear's control. At the moment, I'm expecting to get a rejection at around these golden zones, 0.5 or 0.618. That's going to be, as I said, 33,800 and 34,000 levels. If we're going to manage in the coming days break the upper line of this support number 1, which is acting as a resistance, then we're good to go towards the upside. However, it is slightly early for us to talk about it. As long as we're going to hold under daily time frame, couple of days, this level at around 33,000, 32,000 levels, then we will see how the upper line of this resistance, as well as the important level of the Fibonacci under mid time frame 382 will play out. 2-hour time frame. As you can see, first rejection, second rejection. As soon as we got the second rejection at around 34,500, 34,000 level, 2-hour went heavily under the bear's control. In order to be bullish under 2-hour time frame, it may take over 48 hours, and we have to break 34,500. As long as we're going to be above 34,500, ideally on the 4-hour time frame above 35,000, then we are good to go towards the upside. Otherwise, if we're going to get rejection on the mid time frame, one of these levels, either 0.5 or 0.6 levels, and then we will have a higher low structure, and then price action will start going towards the support number 2 by rejecting from lower time frames as well as the mid time frame, and that will lead us losing off this daily important level. And then you can expect 30,000, that in the first place this support 2, and also the high time frame Fibonacci, which I showed on the weekly time frame. The next level is going to be 27,100 levels. 1-hour time frame. Yeah, in the last episode, as I mentioned, as soon as we lost 34,500 level, 1-hour time frame started moving towards bear zone. So at the moment, in order to claim the bullish zone, we have to break this level at around 34,000. Ideally, 34,200. 1-hour time frame starts moving towards the bullish zone as well as the 2. However, 4-hour time frame is important for the swing traders. As long as we're going to be above 35,000, claim it as a support. At this time, we are good to go towards the upside. Otherwise, the bear scenario will be intact if we're going to get rejection from the Fibonacci levels. And then first level that we need to watch is going to be around $30,000. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum on the higher time frame, as I mentioned in the last video, as soon as we hold this level of 2000 level, the target level was around 2,400 and 2,500, and we came to all the way up to $2,409. And from there, in the last video that I said highly likely we will get a rejection, and as long as we're going to be holding around 2000 level and 2100, then we might have a chance. It all depends to BTC. At the moment, as you can see, we are holding. The price action came all the way up to $2,045, and we were between 2000 and 2100 level, as you can see. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. As soon as we broke, as I said, the upper line of this support as well as the important level of the Fibonacci, we went all the way up, retested it perfectly and hold it. As you can see, we held perfectly dollar to dollar, cent to cent from this level, and we went all the way towards the target zone of 2,500, 2,400 level. And from there, if one took this trade, you've been already up by nearly 20% spot profit. 10 times leverage, 200%, 5 times would have been giving you 100% profit. And also, as I mentioned, highly likely in the last 2 episodes, we will see a rejection and price action will come between 2,100 and 2,000 level. If, again, someone took it short, because this is a bouncing, because we're in a range, if you know what you're doing, you can take this type of quick trades, and you've been already up by exactly 15% spot profit. Again, if you're a leverage trader, you do the maths with a 10 times maximum, 5 times decent leverage size. So at the moment, 4 hours still looks bullish. However, it looks very weak. In order to be fully bullish, we have to break the upper line of this resistance, which is 2,300, claim it as a support, then we are good to go towards the upside. At the moment, BTC doesn't look good. I'm expecting, again, some sort of rejection from these areas. If we're going to lose this time, the 4 hour starts giving us a bearish signal, and then highly likely price action will visit the support number 2, which is going to be around 1,725 and 1,545 levels. Moving on to 2 hour time frame. As I mentioned today earlier on via my Twitter account, after we got a rejection from there, 2 hour time frame started moving towards the consolidation territory. In the last video as well, I mentioned the same scenario. At the moment, 2 hour time frame in a consolidation zone. However, it started giving us a bearish signal. If we're going to get a rejection next 12 to 24 hours from here, then we will see highly likely the price will come and visit the 2000 level. Without breaking the resistance level at around 2,300, it is going to be too early for us to talk about the bullish scenario. However, the bullish scenario is going to be the same as a 4 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. When we look into a 1 hour time frame, as soon as we lost the 2,300, 2,250 1 hour time frame started moving towards bear zone. However, again, in order to be bullish in the next 24 hours, we have to break the resistance line, which is again on the mid time frame as well as the low time frame. We have to break this 2,300 level, because the power of the bulls will be tested at around 2,300. If we're going to get a rejection, the levels are clear in the first place. Support number 1, losing 4 hour time frame will lead us to come to support number 2. We covered bullish and bearish scenarios. I wish you all happy weekend, and we came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.